Tony, welcome. Always good to have you on the show. Let's start right there with red flag laws.
Thank
As a
you.
former congressman yourself, do you think red flag laws could be at least part of the solution here?
I think we can talk about these policy issues. I think red flags might be a solution, but I think we got to go beyond that. These are dealing with symptoms. I think we got to answer the question: why is this happening? You know, we've had guns available for decades, and now all of a sudden we're seeing this rash of violence in the last couple of decades. I think it's not so much what's in the hand, but it's rather the void that's in the heart. And I think when we look particularly at the school shootings, you know, we've expelled God from our schools and evil has gone to the head of the class. I think we've got to step back and say, what is it that's driving these young men to do these, to commit these heinous crimes? I think we have a moral void in this country, and we have to have the bigger discussion about bringing God back into our society, into our schools, and recognizing that there is right and there is wrong.
Yeah. Yesterday we heard, actor Matthew McConaughey at the White House talking about restoring family values, restoring American values. Tony, I want to talk to you tonight also about the January 6th committee. Tomorrow they will begin their primetime hearing. It's going to be a televised event, partly produced by James Golden, the former president of ABC News. Tony, is there pressure on these lawmakers to produce some kind of revelation or wow moment?
I think this is like a Democratic mini-series. I think it's more about trying to find something that they can attach themselves to that's working. Their policies aren't working. You know, inflation is up, gas prices are up. The American people are totally dissatisfied with the government, the leadership that we're getting from the Biden administration. And so I think they're grasping for straws. I actually think, Jenna, that this could work. This could actually have the opposite effect of what Democrats are hoping, because I think people are going to see this for the ruse that it is and say this is just more heavy-handed Democratic government trying to drive a narrative that will benefit them.
Yeah, and we should mention there are two Republicans on the committee, but those Republicans were not appointed by Kevin McCarthy. So Republicans will be.
It's not a bipartisan effort.
Yeah, they'll be making that point for sure. One of the goals of this hearing, Tony, seems to be to cool the Trump fever that's within the Republican Party. Do you think this can do that?
No, I think, look, when you look at, we just did some polling recently to see what are the issues that people are concerned about across the board. The economy, hands down, it's the economy. Every time someone goes to fill up their car or their pickup truck and they're having to lay out $100 just to fill up their car, they go to the grocery store and the price of basic items have tripled. That's the issue people are focused on, and they're looking at the policies of this administration. That's why I think this could backfire on Democrats, is that they're pushing this narrative, but that's not what people are watching right now. They're more concerned about the violence in the streets that the Democrats don't really particularly care about addressing, and they look at the prices in the cost of living that's skyrocketed under the policies of this administration.
All right, Tony Perkins, president of the Family Research Council. Thank you so much, Tony.